Thank you. Hi everybody, my name's Julie Bray and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Konnective, an employee messaging app for non-desk-based workforces. Think about a nurse in a hospital or a waiter in a restaurant or a truck driver on a mine site. How do they keep in touch with what's going on in their company, on site, or other need-to-know information? They don't sit at a desk for their day-to-day work and they're often not provided with a corporate email address. So keeping in touch is not the simple thing that most of us take for granted. 3 years ago, General Motors Holden approached us because they needed to improve the way that they communicated with the workers on the factory floor. These workers were not provided with a corporate email address and had no access to the corporate network. So Holden was still using traditional methods like posters, bulletin boards, and word of mouth. And they were missing a key opportunity to be able to engage directly with their employees to not only solve business critical issues, but to make them feel included and recognised. And flash forward a few years, and Konnective has become the primary communication tool that has helped Holden through the transition process as manufacturing has been brought to a close. And they now continue to communicate with their alumni employees to provide them with as much support as they possibly can as they move forward to finding new employment. So let me tell you about Konnective. Konnective is an enterprise-wide secure communication solution. Employees just download the app onto their phone and are approved onto relevant company feeds. It then gives companies a direct line out to employees to be able to send out things like images, attachments, ask for feedback, run polls and surveys, and a whole lot more. So Konnective quickly does become a primary communication tool, or what we term the intranet in your pocket. We work with over 80 customers across a wide range of industries. BHP Billiton is one of our largest customers and they rolled out Konnective across mine sites Australia-wide. Village Roadshow has rolled out to Konnective across all of its brands, including movie theatres and theme parks. And we're really excited that just 2 months ago, our first Hilton hotel came on board. But to really illustrate the business case of Konnective, I wanted to talk about Benetas. Benetas are an aged care provider based out of Melbourne. They have 13 facilities throughout Victoria. They implemented Konnective as a way of informing staff about vacant shifts, and this was to replace an increasingly expensive SMS solution they were using prior. But what they found after implementing Konnective was not only were they saving the per message costs, but they started to fill more shifts with pre-existing personnel. So their agency fees have reduced by almost 70%. So it's been a fantastic result. So the market for enterprise collaboration is huge and it continues to grow. It's predicted that the spend on enterprise collaboration by 2021 will be more than 50 billion. And we've done our own bottom-up analysis to really look at our total addressable market. And using our revenue model across key industries that we target like healthcare, mining, manufacturing and services, globally we estimate our market to be more than $1 billion. From a competitive perspective, we see our key competitors as companies like Staffbase, ReadyApp and Whisper, and we indirectly compete with solutions such as SMS, as you've heard. And on the other end of the spectrum, the way we see it, when you think about apps like Yammer and Slack, they're very much about conversation, collaboration. You need a highly engaged workforce to get the true benefits out of those solutions. We're very much about focused, business-critical messaging to a non-desk-based workforce. The way we make money is via a yearly subscription based on the size of your target audience. So for businesses, pricing starts from $2 per employee per month, and of course for employees it's free. We are a bootstrap business to date. We're estimating by the end of this financial year we'll hit $300,000 in revenue, which is a 100% increase on last year. Our strategic plan has a number of key points to support the curve that you see here, and that includes additional product offerings, expanding our partnerships and affiliate sales, and also expanding out to an international market as we've been very much focused on Australia to date. So I'm the CEO. I'm passionate about business communication and the impact that it has on productivity, efficiency and engagement. And having led large teams across Accenture and Deloitte Digital, I've seen firsthand how frustrated people get with the communication from their organisations. So we know that there's a lot that we can offer in this space. Brad Kazazis is our Chief Technology Officer and he's built the Konnective solution from the ground up. It's a fully proprietary system and something that we've been working on for a number of years. So the way we first started, or where we got the idea from, is Konnective was focusing on schools. So as a way for schools to communicate out to parents. And at the time, we were awarded a Victorian Government Innovation Grant to roll out to 50 schools and to track and monitor the progress. And it was really successful, and we continue to work with schools today. But what we saw was the latent demand in the enterprise sector, and so we've really moved our focus solely onto the enterprise market. Last year was a fantastic year for us. I was part of Springboard's 2016 cohort, and I also won the Start Tel Aviv pitching competition. This is a competition run around the world, and I was chosen as Australia's representative to go to Israel as part of the Innovation Festival. So to my asks, we're really looking for introductions to key people and organisations. People in internal communication roles or corporate affairs. They could be in an operational role managing a large distributed workforce. Or we often speak to people in occ health and safety who have a mandate to communicate around safety or compliance issues. Our key target industries we've got here, it's not an exhaustive list, but the things that we're focusing on at the moment are healthcare, particularly aged care, manufacturing, mining, and hospitality and services. I've also got a bunch of logos up here to give you an idea of who some of our key targets are at the moment. So again, not an exhaustive list, we're continuing to find new uses for Konnective all the time. So thank you very much and look forward to talking to you further.